Amazon KDP, or Kindle Direct Publishing, has been such a popular platform for so many self-publishers for absolute years. But is it time to give it all up, pack up our stuff and go? Let's go to maybe another platform, or just give up self-publishing altogether. So with recent changes, increasing competition, many are wondering, is it still worth it? Well, today we are going to break it all down and hopefully get to the answer. So let me know down in the comments below, what are the biggest challenges you face with self-publishing or Amazon KDP in particular. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name's Claire and this is Mrs. D. So where else should we start? But let's take a look at the current state of Amazon KDP. The platform has seen a huge surge in new authors in the high, medium and low content niches over recent years, causing people to think that Amazon KDP now is just completely oversaturated. This can actually mean more opportunities, but with more opportunities, you're also getting more competition. And if you're not consistently publishing high quality books, there really is just no point. You're seeing more and more of these books are getting higher and higher quality. It used to be okay, you could put out a mediocre book and perhaps sell a few copies here and there. But Amazon is so huge now, the competition is so high, that strategy doesn't work anymore. Just piling out, say, 10,000 books every year, all with like very similar covers, that's not going to serve you anymore, and it's not going to serve your audience. Previously, people had far less competition. But of course, it isn't all doom and gloom. There are still so many authors doing really, really well on Amazon KDP. And in fact, you can check out this video just here. This author is actually making over $100,000 every single month just from one book. And I broke down what the book was, what his strategies are in selling it, looking at different marketing techniques that he is using. So definitely check that out. And he's not just a one-off. There are so many other authors out there that are also doing really, really well. But what you do notice is they are the ones that put in that extra effort into their A+ content, into their marketing, into their social medias as well. So before you quit Amazon KDP, here are a few things that I would consider. Number one, quality over quantity. As I said before, people were kind of, even on YouTube, they were talking about like it's a numbers game. Get out as many books as you can, and by kind of the law of averages, you're going to sell some copies. If you get out there thousands of books, you see some authors on YouTube, in fact, where they're like, yeah, I've self-published over 15,000 books and I'm making, let's say, 2 or 3K per month. Well, in a way, it might sound okay, like a couple of grand a month, yeah, okay. But out of 14,000 books, I mean, come on, that's actually pretty poor, wouldn't you think? That's less than, well, I'm not gonna even go into the maths bit again, because as we've discussed in previous videos, that's what I always do. But they're basically, by law of averages, they're doing terribly. The only reason they're making sales is because occasionally Amazon's throwing them to the front, and because they've got so many books out there, at some point or another, they are going to be shown. But that means that people then are buying perhaps substandard books. Also, you tend to find that it's just kind of your best 10% of books that actually seems to do quite well. So when you're creating these books, make sure that you're really focusing on that quality. I want those covers to look really high end. If you're not sure how to make a high end cover, then you need to learn. Or there is another alternative, of course, and that's that you hire someone who can already make high quality covers, and they do that part for you and you focus on the inside. In fact, you can actually outsource the entire KDP book making process. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't forget to do the research. you can't really outsource. I mean, you can actually outsource it, but I think for you to know that this is kind of the book that you want to be putting out there, and you want to go to someone on Fiverr or Upwork and say, please create me a book in this space, this is kind of what I want, then in order to get to that spot, you need to have done your research. And you want to upload it knowing that, yeah, I'm going to make my money back on this, and actually I'm going to start to generate some of that passive income once that book's gone live. And of course, don't forget to kind of review your book and look at how you can edit it. And this goes for whether or not you're hiring out or you're creating it yourself. Make sure that you are going through it really scrupulously. I actually like to print my books out, aside from obviously if it was to be a lined notebook, I might print out just one page just to see how that looks. But I do like to print out my covers, any interiors that have got like different things on, just so that I can like really check in on the formatting and making sure that it's correct. And I also find that as soon as I print that out, if there's any typos and things like that, I'm actually much more likely to see it. For some reason, when I sit at my computer, I just kind of go completely blind. That really helps me, and it really helps me improve my books. So I definitely recommend printing them out before you publish. So if you're getting value from this video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss out when my next video drops. Now, number 2 is marketing strategies. And I think marketing is something that we massively underlook. So again, like I get a lot of people coming to me and saying, like, why is my book not selling? I think it's good. I think it's as good as some of the others. But the simple fact is either they haven't created a brand around it or they're not marketing it. How do you expect on Amazon for someone to find you if you're not marketing that book? Do you know how many options there are on Amazon to buy a book? And we're not just talking KDP books right here. We're talking like actual publishing houses books, because there's so many different options, and I just think you need to be a bit savvy for that. So there are paid options, of course, like Amazon ads. You can actually do Google ads as well, although you don't tend to see like too much coming from that, I don't think. I haven't seen too many people investing, but Amazon ads and Facebook ads are definitely something that I see. You have also, of course, got the rise of social media, the Instagram, the Facebook pages. TikTok is becoming massive in promotion of your books now as well. And actually you can sell your books over on TikTok as well. You can kind of link them in your bio. So I tend to use direct.me, and then I can link to all my books on Amazon. And what you can do with that is you can put your affiliate links within the direct.me. So when people go across that listing, they're actually purchasing through your affiliate link as well. So not only do you make your royalty commission, you also make your affiliate little bit as well. And it is a little bit, but come on, it all helps, right? And if you want to see a bigger deep dive into marketing techniques, you can check out this video. This is one that I recently put out there on YouTube. It is much more in depth, much more in detail on the KDP marketing. However, watch this video first. I'll put the link to it in the description and in the pinned comments, because I think that will really help you progress your KDP journey. So number 3, we've got niche selection. So choosing the right niche can make all the difference. Of course, you can go into saturated niches because they've got a high traffic coming through, and if you start getting those reviews on your books, you're going to slowly start to kind of climb that Amazon KDP ladder, and your BSR will start improving. But it can be hard to get those kind of first few sales and first few reviews in particular. So if you do go for a bit more of a niche, then perhaps that could open up a bit of a different world for you. Because niches with less competition but high demand can open up a bit of a goldmine. And in this video here, I talk about different colouring book niches that you can try. So that might give you a few ideas as to what sort of things to try. But doing your niche research is really key and crucial. When I do my niche research, I really like to use the cloud on BookBolt as like my starting point. So what I tend to do is I filter down by the category, whether it be notebook, journal, planner, colouring book. And then I like to see what's kind of trending at the moment, but you can also use Google Trends, you can use the Amazon bestseller list as well to find out what's kind of going on. And just being present and being aware and seeing what's going on around you is kind of the best way to see, you know, where is a good point for you to go. And if you can be one of the first to market, great. Sometimes you just need to kind of try a couple and see how it goes, and you might get traction, you might not, that's okay. But we need to be kind of very reactive and proactive at the same time into finding where we should sit in the market. And let me know down in the comments below, do you still think that Amazon KDP is a viable platform for new self-publishers in whichever category, high, low or medium content? You've all clicked on this video for a reason, because you want to see if KDP is still viable, and perhaps you're starting out and thinking about it, or perhaps you're already self-publishing and you're like, are things changing? I'm not sure. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. And then number 4, it kind of leads into what we were just saying about our niches, is adaptability. So making sure that we're staying on the pulse with our trends, with our designs as well. Like, you'll see there are definitely trends in that. So a little while ago it was the fairies and unicorns, then we've gone a bit more whimsical, now we're in that kind of like kawaii phase, and that's what you're seeing a lot of. It doesn't mean that the fairies and whimsical and unicorns is not selling anymore, but it does mean that there is a bit of a shift within the culture, and right now we want to know what's going to be selling at Christmas. So start to look for those trends, I would say, like earlier rather than later in the year, and yeah, try and be one of the first to market with those, particularly if it's a giftable item. And number 5 is patience and perseverance. So just stick with it. Like, if you truly believe in the books that you're creating, and you're going onto Amazon KDP and you're looking at your competition and you're like, yeah, my book is better than that, or my book is that, but it's serving a different type of person, and I know they're out there, I know they want this book, but how do I get it to them? That's where your marketing side comes in. And you can see here how all these different things link together. And if you don't put them together, this is where you get your house of cards. You've got a weak link and it's just all going to kind of come crumbling down. And also make sure that you keep learning, keep upskilling yourself, and keep pushing yourself in designs, in styles, in your research. Like, what else can you do? Don't just be that kind of like single note. And it might be that it does take you 6 months to make your first sale, but then when you look back and you look at your previous books, you'll be able to say, now I know why that book didn't sell. So is it time to quit Amazon KDP? Well, I think it's impossible for me to answer that question for you. It really kind of comes down to your goals, your aspirations, whether you think this is the side hustle or the career path that you want to go down, and whether or not you want to put in that additional effort. Because we all know we can make a notebook in sort of 10-15 minutes. That's great. There was a period of time where it was like the funny quote notebooks, which actually do quite well around Christmas time as sort of co-worker secret Santa gifts, that sort of thing. But you need to really consider whether or not you want to put in that extra effort. If you do, then yes, I think you can be really successful. And make sure that you are continuously learning. You don't want to get stagnant. You don't want your books to just look like everybody else's, or worse. You want to make sure that your books look the best and commit to making that high quality content. If you're passionate about putting in that work, then I still think there is plenty of opportunity on Amazon KDP. Let me know if you've considered any alternative platforms to KDP, or if you're considering changing up your strategy, and perhaps a strategy video might help you. And also, if you want me to kind of do deeper dives into the different platforms, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. And please don't forget to check out these videos here. So we've got our marketing video, and we've also got the different colouring book niches for you. Can't wait to see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching. See you. Bye.